Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you are following us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify.
Give us a 5-star rating. It massively helps us out. Enjoy. So should we touch on that game, seeing as it's at the forefront of your mind? I know you don't want to discuss it properly, but we have to talk about it because obviously it's high priority on the list.
There's not much
England
to talk about. The reason why I said there's not much to talk about, did you see the XG stats? No one even had one expected goal in that game.
Yeah.
How can we be watching World Cup ball? It's only the second game in.
Do you think that's the worst game of the tournament?
For sure.
Bias aside.
For sure.
Really?
For sure. Yeah, yesterday I think it was, there was two, I think there were two morning games, or like the 10 a.m. game and then the 1 o'clock game.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
It was
the South Korea
Cameroon,
game.
Serbia.
What a game.
And South Korea, Ghana.
So they were like my two favorite games of the World Cup so far.
Yeah.
So good. Actually, that, and then I also just loved the Spain-Germany game because the levels were high.
Yeah, man. The technical ability of players in that game were just
a joke.
The thing is, that England-USA game, it's so frustrating because it was such a highly anticipated game.
Yeah.
England-USA, football versus soccer. There should have only been one winner.
Yeah, no one
and
even...
that's football coming home. And the game was as boring as the age-old debate of football versus soccer. It's kind of England's... We just succeed at dousing any expectations that we bring on ourselves.
Why do you think we've played the game out like that? Is that Southgate being pragmatic and
I think,
getting a point out of the match?
I don't even think of that. It's just... Look, it's frustrating. You come off the back of an electric win against Iran, 6-2. I probably, as many of the listeners, done everything. I was thinking, it's fucking coming home.
Yeah.
I bought into it. Yeah. And then, we just went and played boring, lackluster, mundane football, side to side, backwards, and it just killed everything. Like, we just could not get past those blue shirts in the middle of the park. It was just such a dull game to watch.
But why did we struggle to create so many chances?
Because there was such a lack of creativity on that pitch.
And that's down to personnel.
Yeah, I think it's down, and I think it's down to Southgate as well. Mason Mount must have nudes of Gareth Southgate's daughter on his phone, because how is Phil Foden not getting in that team and not even getting a minute on the pitch? Like, it's so frustrating to watch. We've got arguably one of England's most creative players just sat there keeping the bench warm.
Now I know a lot of people, he's at Marmite at the moment, but if you're in a game where there's no creativity, fuck all chances rolling around, and I'll be honest, I actually thought that was one of Trippier's worst games in a long time.
We did say this.
Right?
He lost
I'm a massive Trippier fan. Yeah, I think he's having an unbelievable season, and I agree he should be our starting right back. But you're 60 minutes into that game. Where's Trent?
Yeah.
You've brought him here, maybe even the most creative player in that team, and you're getting no chances. At what point are you going to say, right, stick him on? The only reason why I can think that he wouldn't play him is because he was scared to lose the game.
Yeah.
And because obviously Trent is weaker defensively, you can agree that, okay, fine, we'll keep Trippier there just because I really don't want to concede. But it's like... Oh, it was the worst game to watch. Yeah, you're right. I can't believe the fact that Phil doesn't come on is mind-boggling. But I don't want to harp on about it because all the pundits have been going on about it.
Yeah.
But it does make you really question just Gareth Southgate himself, and I think that was the biggest thing. If you go into a draw there, and we had a few chances and things just weren't dropping, the ball wasn't going in the back of the net, I think as England fans we go away, we'd be like, right, okay, you know what? It wasn't a great game from us, but we keep moving on. I think the reason why we keep going back to it is because there's like obvious errors that were made in this game from like the manager's standpoint.
Point of view,
yeah, you just look at it and you go, there were really obvious changes to be made here, and you just failed to make them.
Yeah.
So I think that's why people are actually pissed off about this 0-0. But also the amount of hype before the game.
It's still a point, and then.
It's a point.
I know I'm not trying to say silver linings and whatnot, because I watched 90 minutes and it's coming home energy was sapped from like 100% to like 15%, and I've gone, what, we're going to do this again? We did it in the Euros against Scotland, battered Croatia, and then came away with the win there, and then second game, just trying to get through the group.
Yeah.
There's no real what's the word?
Conviction?
Yeah, okay, we'll go conviction to like try and get 9 points out of that group. Like, I wanted to see us smash USA
Yeah.
To a degree where they could never call it soccer again.
Yeah.
As well, like, we had everything there. Like, all we needed was that win to top the group. How is that not enough fuel to the fire to go on and go, let's go and make that win? And, like, I know, Cal, you touched on saying that obviously we didn't make them chances because we didn't want to lose. We could have been 1-0 down in the first half. Pulisic hit in the bar.
Yeah.
Like, it showed it clearly wasn't working from the first 5-10 minutes. If you look at the first 5-10 in the Iran game, we were high up the line, passes pinging them about. It wasn't even nowhere even near that for the USA game. I know you're not going to make subs obviously in the first half, but the first 10 going into the second half, you could clearly see that it still wasn't working. So it needed to be changed, and it just. And
then seeing Jude Bellingham come off was pretty heartbreaking. Like, this guy, he's gonna have a tournament for us. Like, he's gonna put in a shift. We've seen it, and then it's just like the changes just weren't inspiring at all. Like, our bench, I'm sorry, but we have an incredible bench.
Probably almost top. Well, I would say at least top 3 squads in that tournament.
And how can changes be made and everyone just there like. Nobody's inspired by any of these changes.
Well, we're setting ourselves up for failure here because we're about to predict what we think is going to happen tonight, and then it's going to be a little bit different.
Because all the comments, you bastards in the comments, they're already eating me alive. You don't understand the pain of doing this.
What do you think is going to be different about tonight compared to USA? Because there are rumours of Henderson starting. I've heard that.
This is what I was going to touch on. When I saw this morning, I felt physically sick. No Bellingham, and you're going to start Henderson, arrest Southgate for war crimes to this country, because there is no way that should be allowed. Jude Bellingham is star boy. He should be playing every single second of this tournament. And now you're looking to go, all right, let's play Henderson in there. Oh, make it make sense. Like,
but is it because we're going to a back five? Like, what's the prognosis? What's happening?
Well, I did see Kyle.
What's happening tonight, Cal? Come on.
No. Let me. Well, okay. Again, this is like what I've heard, but in the Euros, I think he made loads of changes for that third game.
Yeah.
If he does that again this time, like, look, there is a slim chance that we don't make it through the group. Now, I think
we would have to lose.
Yeah, we'd have to get battered by Wales, right?
Is it 5-0 to Wales, and then USA just have to?
We'd have to lose 5-0, and then Iran
beat USA,
something like
But by the way, that Iran USA game's a fucking banger. So I'm excited for that. But anyway, I don't want to go off topic. I would be really disappointed again if we just like it's a draw, or I want to go through this group. Yeah, and I think it's important for the players and for the fans to really build from that momentum. It's like we had all that momentum for the Iran game. All the wind was taken out the sails in this next one. It's like, right, we're about to go into the round of 16. We're about to go into knockout stages here. We need to go in convincingly, and not only that, but you want all these other teams are watching all the games,
you need to be scared of it.
You need to go, fucking hell, like their front three are a problem, right? So. It's just, but I know this Wales game is okay. See, this Wales game is going to be a low-scoring fucking snooze fest.
When I originally came up with the World Cup predictions, I thought that the Wales game would be the tight one, and the USA game we'd just romp them.
Yeah.
And they're both going to be.
The thing is, I actually think it's going to be quite a high-scoring game, because I think Wales. Look, they haven't been in the World Cup since 1958, and obviously we're their neighbours. They're going to be well up for this.
Yeah.
Be well up for this.
And I guess that especially for them, they really have like a nothing to lose attitude, I suppose. But just knowing Southgate, it wouldn't about like a 5 at the back. Just what we're used to just seeing from Southgate. Honestly,
no Wayne Hennessy, because he's.
Oh my God!
Is that a bad thing? What, they got like Ward that comes on? I would start that. Ward. Yeah. Why doesn't Ward start for Wales? I don't know.
Don't know.
Yeah, fine.
Yeah.
But Gareth Bale, Hooner.
Really?
Honking it, man. He's having a howler.
But it's not. I don't think it's not necessarily like
when you're in that team.
To be a one-man team in a team that bad, it's
like that USA game. Their midfield was shocking.
Yeah.
Like seriously shocking. And I guess it's hard when you're not getting anything from the players that you've got behind you. But then again, Bale's got that switch where he can just turn and just switch.
One moment is all he needs, isn't it?
That's all he needs.
You can tell they have a problem with depth, because before they went into that USA game, their whole headline news was Joe Allen is out of this game. how are we going to compete? It's like Joe Allen.
No. My favorite time was when Joe Allen was he had this insane like pass completion stat, right? And everybody after every game would just harp on about this, and he would just be talked about. It's like, wow, what a player! Like 99% pass completion today, or like he didn't misplace one, and it was just like, wow, what a player, man, what a player! And it's just funny to see that he's a bit of a meme now.